This is Carolyn Smaka with Audiology Online, and today I have the honor of speaking with Dr. Gus Mueller. And Dr. Mueller, how are you today?
You know, I'm just fine. I'm immediately trying to get over that honor thing, but I'll work with it.
I wanted to ask you about the Vanderbilt Audiology Journal Club.
Sure.
It's been hugely popular on Audiology Online. Professionals are tuning in. They're loving it. How did the idea come about?
Oh, geez, you know, it seems like such a long time ago when that was hatched. But I think actually it started, I was talking to the chair here, Anne-Marie, and we were talking about the fact that everybody here is running around and trying to read as much as they can. And we're talking to students who say, geez, who has time to read? And we assume there's probably a lot of people out who are in the trenches and clinics who have trouble finding time to read. And it was, you know, we're going to read a lot of these articles anyway, particularly the researchers here sort of have to. And it's like, maybe we could come up with a form that we could sort of present our favorite articles or what we think are the, you know, I wouldn't necessarily say the best, but the articles that have a lot of clinical relevancy. Maybe we could do it in some way that could sort of be archived and maybe people would like to watch it, which is probably about the time that we contacted you. And it's been quite a marriage, I think.
Yeah, it's been a great, happy marriage. I hear that you actually have journals in every room of your house, and I mean every room in the house.
You know, and I don't know how that rumor got started, and unfortunately it's not a rumor, because, you know, there's everything to read. In fact, we purposely sort of sat down here. This is a little corner of a library, and it's every time you turn around, you know that it's hard to find time to read. And I found that you never know when you have a spare 2-3 minutes or longer, and why not pick up a journal article and read a little bit? So yeah, I when I lived here in Nashville, I had parties for students at my home, and sooner or later some student would come out and they'd say, I can't believe it, he has JAAA in his bathroom. And well, doesn't everybody? I didn't know.
So let me ask you, because last year we had the Vanderbilt Audiology Journal Club. We have one coming up this year to kick off 2011. Yeah. So what have been some of your highlights, some of the topics discussed? What have you learned from these?
Oh, geez. You know, I learn something all the time because like everybody else, I don't have time to read all these. You know, I think one of the things that I like about it is early on, we realized that it might get a little dry if somebody just sits down and says, here are my 6 articles, da-da-da-da-da. So to liven it up a little bit for people who maybe haven't had the opportunity to see one of these, is we have some of the students talk about, we call it what they're reading at Vandy. We find out what some of the students are reading. So we have 1 or 2 student presentations, not live, but they send in their presentations. And then we have another couple features that I really like. We have won the Commodore Award. So you never know, because this is the Vandy Commodores, never know who's going to get the Commodore Award. And the other thing that I like is we have a little segment called Vandy Vignettes. And of course, there's a fantastic history of audiology here at Vanderbilt. And so every session we have one little Vandy vignette. To tell you the truth, those are sort of my favorite because I never know what somebody's going to come up with as the Vandy vignette. And so, yeah, so it's a mixture of things, but a lot of good, hard educational stuff with a little bit of fun tossed in on the side.
Excellent. And my favorite thing is when we give out the chip clips before the show starts
with
the Vandy Trivia.
There's Vandy Trivia. I forgot about that. And people get prizes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there's a lot of education going on because as I recall, there was one winner who didn't know what a chip clip was. So there you go. I mean, there's education from start to finish on these things, all the way through, and fun.